Yep. I'm gonna wait for a few to show up and I'm gonna get to fishing. Hopefully everyone's having a great Tuesday. Hope everyone's having a great Tuesday. Tuesday. Claudia. Honk. Oh, Claudia. Hello? Yes. This is last day in March. Got to get a new fishing license after today. Set up here, gonna let a few more folks get with us, tap in. Hope everyone's having a great Tuesday. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Most importantly, share this live stream with your fishing buddy. Yes, it is a beautiful sky, a beautiful day. I think we're gonna kick this off. Be sure to hit that like button. little bit of wind, make it even better. We're 2 days out from the full moon. Put you all up on the chesty. Sad thing for today, I do not have my my microphone. My microphone is trashed. Alright, I'll put you on this phone holder. There we go. Let's get this up to 100%. I'll work a few docks in this corner. See what happens. Once again, hope everyone's having a great Tuesday. Thank you for tapping in. Be sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you hadn't already. Got a beautiful day here, beautiful evening. Last day of March, April 1st tomorrow. Gotta let the water temp sensor marinate a little bit more in the water, and then I get a more of an accurate temp. Yep. Sitting in 10 feet of water right now. Yep. Alright, I'm gonna put you guys up on here. And the one got 9 folks watching. Appreciate everyone tapping in. We're fishing with the G Flag 175. Already had contact with a big fish. Put y'all back up here. Sorry if you could barely hear me. I don't have my microphone today. Put you back in the harness and we're gonna fish a few more docks. Alright, here we go. Might have to go to the Kitech. Yeah, we're gonna make a move. We're gonna go check a few other docks. Seemed like the wind changed on us. Maybe not. Let's keep it loose like that. I now have my full arsenal that I get to fish with now. I think I rock about 13 combos. That's without fairy wands. That's bait caster straight up. So I can run about, up to about 13 different types of techniques and baits for all different situations. Alright, since it's kind of rough, we're going to go up here, but we're going to fish back this way. Sometimes you got to fish with the wind rather against the wind. Change up the color of the mag draft. That is the 10-inch mag draft. I'm straight hog hunting with this bait. That's 30-pound fluorocarbon. I'm just gonna tie a Palomar knot. I tie a badass Palomar knot. A lot of folks don't like it. I love it. There are better knots out there, but this one I don't think has failed me yet. Unless I tie a shitty Palomar knot. Ooh, almost gonna cut both lines off. These scissors are rusty as... That was terrible. Okay. Yeah, this is 6-ounce bait. Alright. I'll put this back down. Now throw the trolling motor in the water. Make sure it's on 100%. This is the perfect weather. It's a little bit choppy, a little bit windy. We're 2 days out from a full moon. We have a lot of things in the favor of us. So we should be good here. Alright, we're gonna get lined up. I wanted to come this way on the dock, but just make a few casts right here. I got that net ready. There we go. Sitting in 11 feet of water. Nothing, I don't see nothing coming up behind it. It's an upgraded hook on there. It's a owner ST56 Stinger hook. Replaced the stock hook with that. Does a great job. Alright, one of these docks is going to have a fish that's going to come out and pile drive this. Some shit's going to happen. I need to get this net ready. Even though I'm probably more than likely going to boat flip the big bitch in. Alright, here we go. Let's make a cast back here first. And we'll go right in the front. And they should, big fish should eat this probably on the first time I cast to it. It shouldn't take multiple casts. We got super clear water. Hope everyone's having a great Tuesday. Parker Wirtz. I hadn't got any yet, man. I just started. Thank you. It's a 10-inch Mega Bass Mag Draft. It's a great bait. Alright, I'm gonna make another cast across the tip of this dock, across the front of it. Throwing this 10-inch 6-ounce soft plastic swim bait on a 8-foot rod. It's a discontinued rod. Oh, it's a badass rod. 13 Fishing, Defy Black. It's an 8-foot rod. It's rated 8 to 14 ounces. It's about a $150 rod. If you're just tapping in right now, I appreciate it. I have not had any bites, but I did have a follower. That follower was not a small fish. Probably 4 or 5 pounder. It followed the G flag in, like it wanted to pull its G flag. What's up, Fuzzy Nuts? Better not jump in the water. Pretty please. Yeah, you're a good dog, man. You ain't even barking. You're good. You know what's up. Really, it's this low riding dock that's coming up. It's why I fish this stretch, but you never know when giant fish will take refuge underneath one of these other not so cool looking docks. That's why in springtime you got to cover water. Helps to have the trolling motor on damn near high. Doesn't mean you have to necessarily be on the trolling motor, but dang it, I thought I was gonna get donked right there. This is an IU color, AYU. It's just a bait fish. It's a very natural color. They will munch this, even if they don't have fish like this, trout in the water. Just a profile. They don't have thumbs where they can grab something. They gotta eat first and ask questions later. All right, this is the dock I'm hoping to find a fish on. All right, here we go. Let's make the first cast. We're sitting in 8.5 feet of water. I'm ready to crack a big fat girl. While the boat's moving in too close. That wind's whipping. Damn, I've had a big one come up after a swim bait before on that dock. Sitting in 9 feet of water right here. Alright, we're going to try this next dock and then we're going to look at making a move. Once again, I appreciate everyone tapping in. Be sure to hit the like button. One of my moderators for my live stream should be showing up here shortly, if he hasn't already. It's Nick Nutty and Ride or Die Iowa. I got 2 moderators. Both them dudes have fished with me. They live in the same state as me. One of them just recently caught their PB fishing with me at the same lake that I caught a 9-pounder at on a spinnerbait. He caught his PB on a spinnerbait. I caught that 9-pounder on a chatterbait. Alright. I'm going to try this one other low rider. Well, there's next 2. Sitting in 6.5 feet of water. Still good depth for a big one to sit in. Come on, Tina. Okay. Still looking for the first fish on the 10-inch mag draft this year. I've technically only caught 1 bass this year. And that was the first of the month. Lots of grass still. Alright, let's put this down. There. Andrew, how you doing, man? Tuesday. What's up, Corey? Throw a spinnerbait. I have one tied on. It's not the greatest conditions, but still got the south wind. That beats the north wind any day. But it's still chilly. Water temp right now on this side right here is 51.75. I think that's wrong. It's just over 50 degrees earlier. I just ran across the lake. I'll do it again. What up, Nick? Nick, I already had a stalker, a 5-pound stalker, 4 or 5-pound stalker on the old G flag. I'm gonna put this up, see if there's something on this dock. And so, go back to throwing this again. This is the Mega Bass Mag Draft 10-inch in the color IU. Looking for Tina and Tammy on this one. Two days out from the moon phase. Can't resist. I also got a flipping rig set up. Stalker bass. Stalked my swim bait on the way back. Yes, it is. Alright, I think the water temp's capped out. That's the water temp right there, 51 degrees. I need to go back, start throwing the Kitech for a little bit. But the bite should get a lot better once that sun starts to go down. We get a little bit lower light setting, but this Kitech could get smashed. As long as I can unbuck this bait right now. What the hell is going on here? Come on, private pile. For this shit to work, we gotta get the right color. That's gonna be the old electric shad. Whoops. You see, this is better for low light. It's more of a solid color. This is more of a translucent color, which is better for sunny conditions, in my opinion. Looks just like a trout. It's very natural looking compared to that sexy shad color. it's just gonna get torqued anyway when big old Gina wants to eat. I just run it like that. Worst you have to do is slide this up. Other than I don't skin hook, I rarely ever skin hook them. Man, catch a ton of fish with this. Alright, we got that changed out. Look back across the freaking lake. If you're watching this right now and you're new to my channel, check out my video on how to modify this right here. How to make this little modification instead of that stupid little wire. Nick, I destroyed my microphone. I let it go through the washer from shooting a video last night. So yeah, I gotta order a new microphone. That's why the sound sounds like shit probably. Anyway, here we go. Wish y'all could see that thing swimming. Round the outside, round the outside. Damn, that thing looks so freaking real. We're missing a cap on here. Just come back from Bass Pro. What the frick? That's awesome. Look at this in the box still. One bite. Or not even a bite, it's a stalker. Good to go. Bunch of debris floating in the water. Maybe that's the turnover from spring to, or winter to spring. massive bug hatch. Kaylee Kenzie, I'm fishing in a lake at Kitsap County. Hello, Clay. How you doing? Bass Hunt, how you doing? Yeah, some kind of chemical shit like that. Have to talk to a biologist. There's probably some information on the old boob tube. On YouTube's boob tube. On, turnovers. I know the fall turnover is the one that really affects a lot of lakes nationwide. But the water's cooling down in the fall time. Springtime, the water's rising. The water temp is rising. So it releases, wakes up a bunch of shit. It's 51.20 for water temp right now. We're fishing the sunny side of the lake, which is the east side. One hopper off the dock. So windy, I can flip all that. I don't have no power pole. They gotta be up in some of that bulrush. That's what they winter in California, Northern California, like the California Delta type lakes. Same with Florida. Texas, that's known as bulrush. It's like a pencil reed, is what I think people here call them, reeds. There we go. Oh, there's like a pitch skip. A whole nother world right there. Oh shit, look at that, pinpoint accurate. With a 7'9" heavy action rod. Up close. Oh, there's fuzzy nuts. I think that's a labradoodle. Kaylee Kinsey, if you're still watching this, I try not to say the name of the lake that I'm fishing at. It's not even that good of a lake, but I should. Just go ahead and say it, but I try not to say the names of the lakes. But I'll tell you what county they're in. Uh-oh, don't jump in the boat, Fuzzy. Oh, y'all boat. Whoa. Say hi to YouTube. Y'all quiet now, huh? City cast. For those that do not know what I'm throwing right now, I'm throwing an 8-inch Kitech. Actually called the Kitech 7.8. It's just shy of 8 inches. They offer it in a bunch of different colors. It's just a soft plastic big swim bait. It's a really easy swim bait to get introduced into throwing larger swim baits. I have a bunch of content out on it. Yeah, the conditions right now suck. I need to change and go to the other side of the lake. This side will get real good right at dark, or right before dark. But this side is sitting in the sun, it's warming up. Today's sunny weather will make fishing tomorrow better. Especially as that water temp starts to creep back up. We've had back-to-back cold fronts straight from Alaska. Here in Pacific Northwest, Washington State. I'm on the Olympic Peninsula, Kitsap County. Let's go. I got 20 years experience. I've been throwing larger baits for a reason. This Kitech is super addicting once you catch a fish on it. The average size fish I'll catch on this swim bait is a 3 to 5 pound fish. I got it on a Magnum underspin, weedless. It's just a badass bait. Got to be something underneath one of these docks wanting to eat. I know I got to go to the other side, but I'm going to fish just a few more docks. Hoping that there's one that's underneath here wanting to come out and eat this bait. I may pick up that mag draft again. I watch those wires going off. I'm pretty sure those wires will bite you back if you were to hook them. Maybe not. Especially when you go to unhook your bait and you grab the wire. Oh yeah. That little sailboat. Damn Gilligan. Look at that little shit. It's like an 8-foot sailboat. Come on, biggin. Where you at? Donk. I've caught one off of this dock before. Just in front of it right quick. Red-winged blackbird. Look how red those wings are. It's mating season for those right now. Supposedly the male, which that is the male, tries to make his wings real bright red for the female. The female is probably hiding inside that thick bulrush and she's brown colored. You can see her, she's right on the top of there. I just saw one. Come up and eat that thing right off of there. I have a red-winged blackbird lure, like a frog bait. Looks just like a bird. Bird, bird, bird. Bird is the word. Now, I don't know what that water is. That water got some funky ass shit in it. Alright, let's make. I'm afraid to touch that fishing line, that braid. I don't know what the hell that shit is. Pacific Northwest. All right. So, alright, let's go with the G flag, since that's what I had a fish bum rush my shit with. It's a soft plastic glide bait. It's the new big craze in bass fishing here, pretty much worldwide. I'm fairly new to the shit. Just gonna make it stupid with the wind. Perfect cast. I need a power pull right down right now. Stupid cast. Shitty cast. Sound like that guy just shot a rock over towards the dock. Damn. I G-flagged the shit out of that. Grow Design Works. G-Flag 175 is who makes this bait. Little feeder creek coming in right here on a main lake point. Got a patch of grass right there. Got a lay down over there. Really just a textbook spot. Shitty cast. Olivia Martin, not yet. I've had one stalker. It was about a 4 or 5 pound bass that stalked my bait back to the boat. That bait, the G Flag 175, made by Grow Design Works. It's a hard to get bait. Rebar, yes, I've been in storm. I prefer to fish out in storms. The bigger bass bite better. Like this is not ideal conditions for catching. Oh, got another. The next dock with the seal on it, I've gotten bit on earlier in the year before on a swim bait. Throw that shit right in there. Alright, here we go. Seal of approval. Man, that's a shitty cast. Bam. This approval of a bad cast. Another bad cast. Hello. Shitty cast again. Made the swim bait swim better. Where's Sheila at? I need to ball my line out. Coming up on a couple of good docks. Fuck, I wonder how long that was like that. Ride or die, well, what's up? We're back. Oh. Damn, I just happened to look down at the screen. It froze like a son of a bitch. Daiwa, I had a 4 or 5 pounder stock in this G flag when I first got to the lake. I'm fixing to go right back over there right now. I skipped it like a fucking G. G flag. I got 12-ton tree. Fuck. Bullshit. Number one bullshit. That's how you get it. You just fuck your line up. I don't want want to do it too many more times with the G flag. It is not hard bait, it is a soft bait. And Lake Point. I got the G flag for all you that have tapped in. So G flag 175 made by Grow Design Works. I did just have a 4 or 5 pounder stock this bait. That's where we're headed to right now. If you're unfamiliar with soft plastic glide baits, I highly recommend checking these out. It's a kind of a tough swim bait to get a hold of. Throw it right there. Got the 10-inch mag draft as well. Sip of this water. Flag back up. It's another really good area. There's another one further back there, but we'll be okay. What's up, Chad? Chad Wellington. How you doing? There's a main lake point right here. The water temp is just above 50 degrees. So that kind of tells me there probably isn't a whole lot of fish up shallow. Not just yet. I think with this moon phase, it's going to bring forth a bunch of fish. But right now, just from what I've done with how many docks I fished, I come across one fish. Kind of clear indicator that maybe the fish aren't exactly up shallow just yet. There are a few fish up shallow. But more than likely, they're throttling bait behind me. But as the water warms, oh yeah. That and it's freaking April already. The thing was upside down. alligator right there. I'm scared. Its back is to me so it can't see me. Oh, there's just a worthless go home cast right there. So that's it there. I don't see that freaking fish. I looked highly interested in this G-flag. Huh. That's a boo-hoo-hoo. Look at that. Bam. Like a perfect skip. Oh, now it's fouled up. Man, I made a perfect skip. Just call me Skip. Alright, let's go to a new spot. Might come right back up here. 7:21 right now. Probably got to at least 8 o'clock. We see. Woo, look at that moon! Damn! Right there. I don't know if y'all can see that shit yet. What part of Alaska you from? Or what part of Alaska you in? My father lives in Alaska. Wasilla. Palmer area. Wasilla. He's retired. Yeah, Craig, Alaska, is that a place, or you live at Craig's? Like, live in Craig's basement? What's up? Wadley Island. Wadley, Wadley. Good to go. Fuck, I got the giggles. Got that G flag stuck. Here we go, we're gonna skip. I just skipped about 5 foot. And that thing looks so freaking real. As much as I love the G flag, gotta go with my confidence bait. That is gonna be the old Kitech. Tried and true, not like the G flag isn't tried and true. G flag's the G flag. It's an 8-inch Kitech right here on a modified Magnum underspin. I could skip this bait as well underneath docks, overhanging trees. This thing just gets chomped. Gets the big bite. Exactly what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for a fish under 3 pounds with this, as the average size bass that I catch with this is a 3 to 5 pounder. Man, that moon's beautiful. Uh-huh. Hey. I'll skip another one in there. The air brakes on quick. Caught one of my first fish at this lake on the Kitech on fluorocarbon when I crossed over from fishing at braid to fluorocarbon. I caught right off at the corner of this little dock right here about 4 years ago. That's what started my big bait craze, well, big swim bait craze. Now I got too much shit. I can't even fish at all. Guess that's a good problem to have. Yeah, there you go, about 10-foot hopper underneath there. .75. This is what is considered the south end of the lake, which is normally going to be your deeper water, a little bit colder. Oh, that's a rock. That's stingy right now. Shut Fuzzy Nuts up over there. That was a good cast. This is usually right where beds are. Normally first few beds that I see being scratched in by a male bass. Some grass patches here. Could be one hiding in that shit. I'll fish up to this little dock and then I'm gonna go to a new spot. We're on a time crunch right now as it's sunset. I may or may not have about another 30 minutes. Appreciate everyone tapping in, watching me fish. Be sure to hit the like button. Check out some of my newer videos I've released in the last week. I will have more coming out. I'm so surprised I did not at least see one. Oh shit, there's a cat right there. It scared the shit out of me. Damn. I scared the fuck out of that cat. Cat scared me too, I ain't gonna lie. That cat was just sitting there chilling. Here comes the kayak in hot. Wake up, cat. That cat ain't right now. Thought he was gonna get got by a bird or something. Alright, we're gonna make a move. Stupid cat. Moon in the lower right corner. High. I don't know what the hell y'all talking about. What do we want to throw? We'll throw the kite. Quickly hit this fish up. See if it wants to bite. I'm looking for a reaction bite from this fish. It looked like it was highly interested in the 7-inch soft plastic glide bait. And this is usually normally what I kill them with. So let's see. All I hear is that theme music from Jaws. Go stealthy, turn the trolling motor down. I'm waiting to feel that thump. A very violent bite. I'm telling you, it was a worthy fish for me to have come back twice already. Kitech 7.8. I almost dropped my shit right in the water. 51.09, that's the warmest water I've found so far. Sitting in 3 feet of water. Mickey Bullard, what's up, man? How's your day going, buddy? Got the Christmas lights on. Pick that up on the high. Thank you for tapping in on a Tuesday evening. Time is winding down. I'll throw this 10-inch mag draft along this dock. Some fish suspended 10 foot down though. We just got done having a monster cold front push through. It was over the weekend. Definitely dropped the air temps down 16 degrees from Friday to Sunday. And now it's just starting to go back up. That's just typical shit in springtime that you deal with. Is cold fronts. That is your nemesis. Over there. Man, I thought for sure we'd be able to find. Try this other main lake point right here. We got full moon Thursday. There's the full moon right there. I'm about to pass up my spot that I'm trying to fish. I'm showing the moon. Something just got smoked over there. I know it's not a bass. It's a trout. They stock our lakes up here in Washington State with trout. This is just bass candy for the bass. I think I got one more stretch to do. Alright, we're gonna make one more move. Ooh, I see a hard spot. Fish suspended up off of it. I don't think I locked the net down. We'll go way out and throw this spinnerbait, red and gold. Helps to put the trolling motor down. Before I did not hit the pedal, but I was moments away from doing it. I have done it before. It's a 1/2 ounce Strike King Banshee series spinnerbait. Thrown on 17-pound fluorocarbon. Spinnerbait is a very good lure in low light. I should probably have Colorado blades on, but I got 2 willows on. Cover a ton of water with the spinnerbait. Catches big fish. If you're watching this and you haven't seen my latest video, you should go ahead and go to my channel and check that out. Best baits for the month of April. I caught a good 4-pound fish off of this dock before with the Kitech. is where I caught my biggest largemouth out of this lake, or biggest bass out of this lake, on a single blade buzzbait. 5 pound, 12 ounce. It was on the September full moon. Yeah. Pitiful bite. Like I said, it was a big old cold front that moved through. Definitely shut shit down. I need to put some oil in that reel. I'm a big swim bait at this dock up here. I think that'll be the end of this live stream. One last ditch effort. I know the water is just 50 degrees. See the grass on the sonar? You guys probably can't see that. Kite. No, I want to throw the mag draft. So this dock right here, every year when they stock the lake, a bunch of folks come here and trout fish from this dock. They catch a trout and they get it up, and a bass will jump out from underneath that dock and smoke that trout of theirs. So I'm gonna see what happens here. Be sure to hit that like button. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Definitely thank you for hanging out with me. A decent cast. Those that don't know, this is a 10-inch mag draft, Mega Bass mag draft. Oh shit, bad cast. Abort. Okay, here we go. Nope. Alright, you win some, you lose some, ladies and gentlemen. Uh-huh. Go big or stay home. I should have stayed home. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate everyone watching me fish. That's going to do it for this live stream. Caught 0 fish. I had 1 fish stalking my 7-inch soft plastic glide bait back to the boat. It's about a 4 or 5 pounder. It's time to go home and eat food. Ride or die. Well, thank you, bro. To all others, thank you. Until next time, Swimbait 79 out.